Stotts on the attack. We said he can play either way, and he's going to start an attack today. Syracuse, and Daddio comes up with the first face-off. Checking Daddio, he's up to 65%.
2 games, he's up over 66%. This is one of the best face-off matchups you'll see, and that's what makes Raffa so good. He can get it right off the initial draw on that one. So here's Daddio and Raffa. They're 1 for 1 so far on the X. Daddio pulls it out, and it is
big ground ball to Harris. Oh, he lost it.
Ball still rolling around. Best he could to improve in all the areas, and he said Coach Moran puts him in spots to be successful, and you saw that right there as Raffa wins the draw and quickly in transition pops that one up ahead.
Wow. Yeah, that's why bounce shots are so nice on this kind of turf. All right, Daddio loses on a penalty.
So last couple of the season unassisted. And another procedure.
Hitting 33%.
We talked to Coach Desko earlier in the week, and he said Daddio got the nod because he was the closest to 50% last year, and said they really worked with him and the rest of them on their technique. They inquired from other coaches about new techniques as we have a non-releasable penalty coming up here.
Unsportsmanlike.
So it's on Charlie Raffa of Maryland, unsportsmanlike.
He was cheating on the face-off, held a stick.
So Raffa is back out there after serving his penalty against Daddio, and a procedure.
Oh, that's going to be a 30-second penalty now for Syracuse.
Yeah, because that's his 3rd one.
Yes.
And both teams have exchanged goals, so it's back to a 1-goal game.
That face-off was clean.
Those guys fighting, it just squirts out, and Maryland will take possession. Second midi unit for the Terps is paying off.
Nice. Picking that ball up with that plunge again.
Talked to Coach Tillman about him earlier in the week. He said he was a kid when he's at Cazenovia. He could play just about as we got another procedure.
And it's going against Maryland.
So,
I think.
No, it's a...
Okay.
He signaled.
He did. He pointed
toward Maryland, which we thought it might have been Raffa, but
I guess he's.
How Daddio is ending up in the penalty box?
You got to be set. You see him right there. He moved.
Yeah, just that jump. He's 6'5",
210, 215.
And we have another procedure violation on Syracuse.
He's got to be a little bit shattered, as here's a clean face-off, a little plunge.
Here's Raffa coming up, takes the shot, and he scores again! He's just taking the ball. It's reminiscent of the Duke game. 59 seconds later, it is now 8-4 Maryland. Iacono gets the face-off, and you hear the cheer from the Orange. Iacono takes the shot. Nick Amato's there to make the...
Do anything here at the X. Let's see what...
Yeah, Raffa has just owned the face-off X. He does once again, and right off the start, here comes Raffa, gets in the front, scores! Raffa!
You really don't know what to do. He just takes that right from the face-off. Shows you why the face-off man is so important, and he has just gone right down Main Street the last 2 times and put it...
For all the latest news and updates about your favorite sports in New York, follow us on Twitter at TWC Sports NY. And I'm sure 103 of the 112 games in which the Terps have scored 10 or more goals, that's a .920 win percentage. So Maryland is already at 10 goals, so you're Maryland.
Sometimes they'll tell you, those face-off guys get tired. And Raffa's been running. He doesn't seem to be getting tired, and he came up with yet another face-off.
Here's Raffa once again. Moving up quickly, trying to get it to Chanichuk for the quick shot. And it is Carlson trying to run it down, getting double team. Mullins back there.
He's on the line.
Yep, he's out of bounds, so it'll be Syracuse ball. Off the face-off. Raffa gets it again. And he gets hacked away as
he threw that with the back of it. The ball was in the back of his stick when he threw it.
Maryland outscored Syracuse 10-2 in the second quarter, and Raffa taking over where he left off. That is his 15th face-off win. in 21 chances. So Raffa now trying to set up the offense here. Figures if he's out there, he might as well go for it.
Well, he's going to keep Daddio on with him. So this would be a nice matchup. Daddio's going to play defense on Raffa.
Nicasio working up top. And now Raffa will retreat as they get Cannizzaro on. Nicasio. So that's his third of the day.
That's 16 out of 20, 15 out of 20.
There's Raffa again, looking for that long pole in front. He gets pounded by Mullins.
They have struggled.
It's been a happy homecoming for Connor Cannizzaro. The freshman from Casanova has 3 goals and assists, and Raffa
Austin Wentworth
scoops it again.
Number 42 trying to face from Syracuse.
Austin Wentworth, the sophomore, is a third different guy we've seen at the X today, and we're talking to John Desk. We said this was a problem last year. They thought Daddio had it figured out this year, but he has struggled today, and Iacono had gone in a couple times and has struggled. And
he got one, Iacono, and then he.
So Cassio, former player and also a professional coach in the National Lacrosse League, is Wentworth.
He's got it in the back of his stick.
Wentworth fires, and that one goes high. 2 guys on the doorstep, and one of the 2 of them is going to clean up the loose change down there. So Wentworth continues at the face-off X.
Oh,
Raffa pulled out early.
He got the ball out. Wentworth got the ball out.
In between that time, Maryland scored 6 unanswered, and prior to that, last goal by Leckie in the second quarter. So this has been a 14-1 run.
They're going to get Maryland. They're going to get a hold on Syracuse.
Another penalty on the Orange.
It should be a hold.
Tight. Well, Syracuse has been low scoring, but
it ain't tight.
Nobody expected it not to be tight. Nobody expected Maryland to put 16 up on the Orange.
Another penalty at the face-off X.